Bodies Podcast, WATP.
As we as a society look back at shit that with what we know now is fucked up, I'll be addressing it. Yeah, fuck, I'll participate in that. And a lot of times I'll be sorry. You know, I do not apologize if I'm not sorry. But I do apologize when I am sorry, and I happen to be sorry a lot. Straight up.
Congratulations, you unlocked all apologies. Show about apology towards. Guess what? We did Sarah Silverman this week. So I had this all ready to go. Carl didn't know when he said, maybe you guys should do like Sarah Silverman or somebody like that. I was like, done.
Dawn is like, geez, I don't know, Carl.
Literally already done. So
she's constantly apologizing for the past nonstop. It's like, just live in the present, Sarah.
Yeah.
Get over it. We want to like you. We used to like you, Sarah.
Yeah. And Sarah wants to take this opportunity to apologize for the jokes that she made to Paris Hilton's expense on the VMAs.
In 2007?
Yeah, like 13 years ago. So she's going to recap this incident in clip 2.
I have lived too long to not have fucked up a lot and publicly. I bet even Paris Hilton could maybe relate to that. So briefly, I'll tell you the story, and she tells the story. And the story was that I hosted the MTV Movie Awards in 2007, and I roasted all the nominees and biggest names of the day. I remember I actually
How could you do
got
that?
flowers from Jack Nicholson, which I think I still have the card all chewed up and old.
Sarah, you roasted people, but they have feelings. They're people like you and me. How could you do that?
To now. Because I made him laugh doing a joke about him where I said something like, oh, Jack Nicholson is here. I can't believe it. I'm such a fan. You've been in every single one of my favorite actresses.
Poonhound Jack Nicholson was trying to get in Sarah's pants.
Go figure.
Yeah. P.S. She fucked him.
What a great anecdote how she says, because I made him laugh with, follows it with that, and then laughs at the joke again.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Oh, and you should take note, Sarah Silverman has Stuttering John face, where anytime you pause it, she's making some goofy reaction. Everything is a thumbnail.
Hey, you're right.
Yeah, maybe.
Fucking flip cartoon.
Yeah. But, so that's neither here nor there. Beautiful. Because of the patriarchy. Clip 3, she's going to...
Of course.
Of course, you know, with men, it's not slut shaming. It's a big fat high five. So I'm not equating this with Paris or what I said about Paris. I'm just going down memory lane a little bit. So obviously, Paris was just the biggest thing in the news back then, especially in that very moment, because she was about to go to jail for, I believe, blowing off her parole for some kind of vehicular offense.
Yeah. Class act Paris Hilton couldn't stop getting pulled over for drunk driving.
Right.
And eventually they had to do something about it.
Yeah.
That's what happened to Paris Hilton.
Yeah. Most people like you and me, we get a DUI twice and we're in jail.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But Paris Hilton get away with it for much longer than that.
Yeah. And she ended up, I didn't put this in here, but she served 23 days of a 45-day sentence and a $1,200 fine.
It couldn't have been for good behavior.
No.
I've seen Paris Hilton. It's definitely not the case.
Certainly not. Now, let's hear the nasty...
You're not even complaining that much today, Paris. What's going on?
Okay, so this joke must have been terrible for Sarah to need to apologize for that. So let's hear what offended somebody who has everything and has earned nothing and what they were so upset about.
Hold on. I will not stand for that. Paris Hilton owns many businesses. She's an entrepreneur. Oh, no, I agree with you. Actually.
Yeah.
I did not know that she was coming to the event, which is neither here nor there, but just the truth. I didn't know also that she would be going directly from the event to jail that night.
It's funny.
I said some very hardcore jokes about her, and she was there. And I said something about her going to jail and how they're going to paint the bars of the jail to look like penises so she felt at home, and that I was worried that she'd break her teeth on the bars.
I think I remember that now.
Not nice.
Now that she says
Not nice
it.
at all.
It's pretty good.
Not very nice.
Not nice.
Kind of funny, but not nice.
I mean, we've all seen the Paris video where she's giving that guy a blowjob.
Yeah.
She likes penises as much as I do. She seems so disinterested in that
Dude, I had that in her.
blowjob.
She should be apologizing to me for having to watch that when you're
Yes.
just like licking a dick.
She's like,
On a special edition of All Apologies.
That's so funny.
Yeah, let's see you guys Photoshop.
Yeah, night vision dick licking.
Let's see you Photoshop this.
Enough with the nibbling.
Exactly.
It's my impression of Paris Hilton.
So I'm sorry. This is Sarah actually giving an apology. Is this an apology?
She's legitimately apologizing.
Oh, wow.
to Paris
She's
Hilton.
not very good at it.
I was going to say, she's almost like rehashing it. Like, so here's the setup. And then I said.
And everybody laughed.
She looks pretty self-satisfied right now.
Yeah, right.
So Sarah's going to inform us that the joke killed on stage, but she instantly regretted it.
Okay. Yeah, because comics always hate when they get a giant pop from a joke.
And, the crowd went bananas. And while I was, thrilled at the success of my monologue, I remember spotting her in the audience. I really do. And I remember seeing that look on her face, and my heart sank.
Hey, you're part of the patriarchy
Because
now.
there was a person under
One
there.
of us. One of us.
And a couple days later, I wrote her a letter apologizing. I felt awful. And I never heard back. I certainly wouldn't expect to anyway. But on her podcast the other
can't
day,
write.
she said she never heard from me, which just bums me out because I guess it never got to her. And I don't know how that happened, but...
They sent her to the wrong Hilton hotel.
Yeah. She was probably just too busy in her beat laboratory crafting her amazing DJ set.
Right.
Fucking sucks. But Lucy did find Paris getting interviewed in clip 7. This is Paris kind of reacting to that moment in time.
Now, in that same vein, Sarah Silverman recently apologized to you for a joke that she made a long time ago. From beginning to end of that experience, what has that taught you?
It's taught me that comedy has changed, which is a good thing.
No!
Because, when I first came out,
This is fucking proof that comedy is not going in the right direction. Paris Hilton just said that this is a good thing, that we're now apologizing for jokes. So fuck off, Jimmy Kimmel.
when I first came out in this industry, it was just, people were just so mean and cruel and just making up just stories and just, I don't know, just trying to humiliate women who are in the industry, and it was very hard.
Yeah, it's comedy changed for the worse. Just listen to Sarah's podcast.
Yeah, it's
Can we
terrible
just
now.
get back to phone calls about somebody's colon cancer diagnosis? 'Cause it's probably more fun.
Also, I watched Paris's documentary, and according to Paris, she was tortured as a child. She had to go to that boarding school, and it was worse than prison, and they were torturing her night and day. You would think she'd have a thick skin from this. Like, fucking, I don't care what Sarah Silverman has to say about me. I went through this torture as a child.
One dick joke and
Yeah,
she's destroyed.
I know, right? She's still crying about it decades later. Get the fuck over it, you billionaire. Calm the fuck down.
I'm so glad
sucks.
people aren't being mean and now they're pretending to be nice.
Right. Good. That's a good point, too. It's all fake. It's all phony. Bunch of fucking phonies.
Up yours, children.
All right, so
Right.
obviously
Lucy-
Andy cheated. Just promoting the All Apologies podcast.
That's not cheating.
allapologiespodcast.com.
Correct.
Check that out. No, I'm
we covered
teasing him.
We covered that, and then we covered her
Most-
blackface bit on the Sarah Silverman program. She apologized for that too.
Yes, I remember her apologizing for that.
So, yeah.
So stupid. You have some clips for us as
I
well?
do.
There, Lucy?
Yeah,
Good.
yeah. So-
Good, because you also lost.
Yeah, Andy cheated at the assignment as per usual.
Yep.
Never.
Never.
Carl called with a full house and ran into a better full house.
Fair enough.
But I checked out the most recent episode of the Sarah Silverman podcast, which it seems has just degenerated into people asking Sarah questions because obviously she gives great advice.
Oh, yeah.
So we are going to check out one woman's question to Sarah and then her response.
Back in 1977, when I had my first child, I had a botched episiotomy where some nerves in my sphincter were severed.
It's a good start. Gotta give it to you, Lucy. That's a good clip right there. The Sarah Silverman podcast, everybody.
All right, so we're going to go ahead and hear some more details.
Okay, good.
This caused absolutely no problem until a few years ago when, as the inevitable slackening of muscles in that area started to happen, I started to lose control of my bowels.
Okay. Is she working on her tight 5 right now? This is pretty good.
No, it's not tight.
This color is so far funnier than Sarah Silverman.
I know.
Clip 3 is actually my favorite clip.
Okay.
It's very, very embarrassing. I have endured pelvic floor therapy. I have gone to a proctologist, a urogynecologist who fixed my front end, but my chassis is forever damaged.
That's a fun way to say it.
Have you tried a wine cork?
They fixed my front end, but my chassis is forever damaged. That's my favorite thing I've ever heard.
Go Gadget Wag says, does she shit like a horse, like just walking around, just shitting wherever she goes? Oh, I see Mom's been here today.
So in clip 4, the caller is going to ask the big question, which only Sarah is qualified to answer.
Good.
So I have to live with it. What would you recommend that I say when I inevitably start passing gas while I'm walking around?
Oh.
So yes,
I did not expect that to be the question.
Yes.
Yeah, that would be the least of my worries.
So give me some funny fart jokes that I can throw out there. Lessen the blow.
I will say I'm not entirely convinced that this isn't a troll.
Yeah.
So almost every single question on her podcast is a legitimate question.
Yeah.
So it's hard for me to tell. This is just so amazing that it can't possibly be real, right? But Sarah, she gives us some good advice.
Good.
I guess you just know who your friends are after that. I don't know. I will say, I had an idea for an app once for like shitting in a public place. And the app, what it would be is you press it when like your poop is coming out. And then it's me going, I don't know.
That's all you get. That's your fart joke.
She attempted a joke at least. I'll give her that.
You think that was her attempting a joke? I think that was her giving sincere advice to this poor woman whose butthole is broken.
I love that she has an advice show and never has advice. I was waiting for it, and as soon as it happened, I was going to pause it. I'll let it play. But it's always like, so Sarah, but this, blah, 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 what should I do? She always goes, I don't know.
I have an app.
Why do you have an advice show then if you never know what to do for these people? She's like, I don't know. That's hard. That's tough. Thanks.
Good luck.
Thanks, Sarah. Appreciate it.
Who are these podcasts?